Good morning. We are very pleased to have the Prime Minister of the Republic of Iceland with us this morning. We're going to start with a statement from the Secretary General, and then he'll turn over to the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Fossardóttir, dear Kristrún, welcome to this building, to NATO headquarters. It is really a pleasure to see you. Iceland is one of NATO's 12 founding members, and for 76 years now, you have helped protect our peace, our security, and our core values: democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. Despite not having armed forces, Iceland continues to make important contributions to our shared security. You operate vital air defense and surveillance systems as part of NATO's integrated air and missile defense. You provide host nation support and critical infrastructure for NATO forces, including for our regular air policing missions. And you regularly host major exercises, such as Dynamic Mongoose, NATO's premier anti-submarine warfare exercise. I want to commend Iceland's contributions to NATO's deterrence and defense, not only on the northern flank, but also in the Baltic region, where you contribute experts to our forward land forces. Since 2016, you have significantly increased your defense-related spending, doubled your personnel in NATO structures, and taken important steps to strengthen defense tasks at home. Iceland plays a unique and essential role in the High North, which is an area of increasing strategic importance. Your geostrategic location, situational awareness, and operational expertise are vital to our collective understanding of the changing security landscape in the region. I welcome your government's timely decision to develop a new security and defense policy. This will further reinforce our resilience and readiness. Today, the Prime Minister and I discussed preparations for the NATO summit in The Hague. This will be an important moment to drive forward NATO's efforts to become stronger, fairer, and more lethal. We need to increase investment, strengthen defense industry, and enhance our ability to deter and defend across all domains. We also discussed Russia's ongoing war of aggression against Ukraine. Iceland is a staunch supporter of Ukraine, from training military personnel and supporting demining efforts to humanitarian support and weapons procurement. You have provided a mobile field hospital, funded the humanitarian initiative Grain from Ukraine, and recently committed to increase your defense support to Ukraine with an additional 14.4 million euros. You also contribute personnel to NATO's security assistance and training mission in Wiesbaden. This is making a real difference, and I thank you for your contributions. Russia remains the most significant and direct threat to our security. I know that Iceland has a proud tradition as a peaceful nation, and that makes your contributions all the more meaningful. Because to preserve peace, we need to shift to a wartime mindset. That's why I value having a committed transatlanticist like you, dear Kristrún, at the helm. Your leadership sends a strong signal of commitment, and it strengthens our alliance. Dear Kristrún, thank you again for your visit and for Iceland's enduring commitment to our alliance. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. I'm very happy to be able to come here. This is my first visit to NATO as Prime Minister of Iceland. And this is a very important meeting for us, both in the run-up to the big meeting at The Hague, but also just to strengthen and continue to strengthen our relationship with NATO. We have a new government since end of December, and it's important that we get the message across that this government is very supportive of our presence as in NATO. We are very supportive and head-on when it comes to continuing transatlantic relations. Iceland is obviously geographically both in Europe but also in North America. We have tight-knit relations with the EU through our EEA agreement and through NATO presence, but also with the US through a bilateral defense agreement. So that's why always when I meet with EU leaders, when I meet with global leaders, when I met with Mark today, we talk about the importance of this transatlantic unity, and this will always be our message. It's also very important for us to hear, for me to hear, for the general public in Iceland, and also just NATO members as a whole, to hear that there's an understanding of Iceland's position. Yes, we are a country without a military, but that doesn't mean we don't have strong defenses and a role to play in NATO. We came in as a founding member with certain strengths, our strategic position, our facilities. We do our very best to be a strong ally. And like you said, we are conducting and creating, for the first time, a new security and defense policy where we're focusing on our specific strategic position in NATO. We're willing to spend more when it comes to defense-related investments, to strengthen our facilities when it comes to Keflavik Air Base, when it comes to ports, when it comes to general host nation support. And also very good and constructive talks on Arctic security. We're aware of our position in the north. This is obviously our home. It's not just a conceptualized idea, it's where we live. Russia's aggression towards Ukraine is something that is relevant to us, even though it's far away, because if they win on the eastern flank, they might move their views towards the north, which is where we live. So this is also our fight. That's why we've been contributing well to Ukraine. And when I took over as Prime Minister, our government and our foreign minister put special emphasis on Ukraine to go above and beyond when it comes to our NATO commitments. And we're very happy that you are aware of that, but we need to do more. I hear that the preparations for the Hague Summit are going well. I think it will go well. I am very positive towards it, and I want to thank you for all the hard work you've done on planning it. And we will remain fully committed to our transatlantic relationship and to NATO. Thank you.